I'd like to convince you that underneath this box is a cute little frog. I could show it to you, but why is that necessary? I wouldn't lie to you. I can describe it in perfect detail. The little mushroom hat, cute little smile with rosy red cheeks. I'm telling you, there's a frog under that box. But that's not good enough. It's not until I lift the box that you can truly know whether something exists or not. Until observed, something's existence or lack thereof are pretty indistinguishable from each other. Nothing I could ever tell you would prove otherwise. This is a loose analogy for what we observe in the quantum world. Due to the nature of how our universe functions, on the most basic level, we can never be sure of something until we observe it. In the world of quantum mechanics, we can never know where a particle is, or really even say it exists until it's been observed in some manner. The universe is composed of quantum fields, and whatever the universe is, or whether you want to argue its purpose, you and I are very much an extension of it. The fields that manifested us are the same that extend into the cores of stars, facilitating the fusion that feeds all life that we know. Somehow, after billions upon billions of years in random chance, for an instant in its lifetime, these fields of the universe vibrated in just the right way to create you, an entity capable of observing its existence. And each one of these vibrating entities perceives a universe as unique and real as the other. This leads to the philosophy and ultimate question of this video. When does the universe exist? Not when in time, but rather, if you cannot fundamentally prove something exists until it is observed, then what happens when it stops being observed? I am here, and I observe that the universe does indeed exist. But when I die, I'll no longer possess this certainty. You could argue with a dead man until you are blue in the face, passionately explaining that you and your surroundings exist. But like trying to tell you there's a frog in a box, whether there is or isn't, it's all the same. You could dredge up libraries of books and articles proving that the universe is over 13 billion years old and will certainly still be around when we're gone. But when it comes to proving or disproving additional universes, the shelves are barren. It's strange how this universe is so inexorably ingrained within everything that we know to be true. But one measly extra universe, why, may as well not exist for all we know. This brings us to you, the most important person in the universe. You possess the only irrefutable evidence that the universe is here. It exists because you are here to observe it, and your observations shape what it is. 200,000 years ago, the universe was but a savanna and forests. 2,000 years ago, the universe was the Earth and its orbiting constellations. As time passes, we, as an extension of the universe, continue learning, evolving, and figuring out what is going on here. But when we all die, all that evidence and proof is lost. This may seem a strange concept. Science is founded on determinism. We expect the laws of physics and maths to hold firm anywhere at any time. Just because we turn our back doesn't mean things go crazy. This belief, although not wrong, fails to grasp the philosophy and nature of the quantum world. Quantum systems like electron orbitals and photon paths are very much not deterministic. It doesn't make sense to declare the position of an electron or the final trajectory of a photon. You cannot prove anything without observation. The universe, composed of quantum fields, is an immense and unimaginably complex quantum system. And just how we cannot speculate on the state or even existence of other universes we do not observe, it is only when those quantum fields manifest neurons and pathways in a mind to question and interpret their surroundings that the idea of a universe unfolds. Reality is simply what is going on inside that noggin of yours. But not everyone's reality is reproducible outside their mind. Just because we don't hear them doesn't mean the voices of a schizophrenic don't exist. And although the supernatural are impossible to manifest, if the connections in someone's brain say otherwise, then supernatural phenomena are a part of their reality. The phenomena that are reproducible for everyone tend to be more valuable than others, but it doesn't change the fact that each person's reality is as real as any other. We return to that box. It doesn't matter the amount of words or the passion in which they're delivered to convince you. Whatever's under that box, it may as well not exist, as nothing underneath would be identical to something. When you die and your brief extension of the universe ends, that box comes down. The universe is still probably under there. But like any quantum system, it doesn't make sense to conclude one way or the other. That box will never lift back up. There will never exist irrefutable proof again of this amazing entity. Each one of you is a unique reality, a unique universe. When we die, so too does that world we've created, and whatever happened in that lifetime is immutable. If all someone knew was suffering, then the universe was a place of suffering. If that person chased their curiosity and tried to explain their surroundings, they might find the universe to be a place of mystique and beauty. You are the most important person in the universe. I don't say this to inflate egos or instill a false sense of superiority. This doesn't mean no one else matters and you should be selfish and entitled. You can hold this title and still live an empty and unremarkable life. I choose to see this from the outside, the significance of your presence in someone else's reality and what they experience. You have the opportunity to be the single greatest source of comfort, happiness, or joy in their entire universe. You can shift the trajectory of an entire reality with your support and compassion. But being the most important person in the universe has a catch. When we struggle and our minds fight ourselves, it's not just a mind. It's our entire perception of reality, the entire universe against us. That's a difficult endeavor. So, being the most important person in the universe, I hope you can develop a sense of connection and compassion with those around you and what they're going through. We are all part of the same entity, just trying to figure out what's going on. But what wonderful luck the influence we can have on one another.